there was some talk this week from Republicans on the House and the Senate about being open to potential sanctions on Russia. Is that something that Republican leadership has spoken to you and your fellow House Democrats about?
House Republicans talk a good game, but then they always fall apart at the end when Donald Trump, their puppet master, cracks down on them. These House Republicans talked a very good game about defending Medicaid. And then every single one of them collapsed at the end and caved to Donald Trump and voted for a bill that would represent the largest cut to Medicaid in American history, that will close down rural hospitals in their districts and do a whole bunch of damage to people all across the country. And in fact, at the end of the day, Trump's one big ugly bill didn't get more moderate in the last 24 hours before it was brought to the floor of the House for a vote. It got more extreme, including as it relates to throwing more people off their health care. And what did these so-called moderate Republicans do? They all fell in line and voted for it. Give me a break. So there's no reason for us to believe in the House of Representatives that these so-called moderate Republicans will do anything at the end of the day other than bend the knee to their puppet master, Donald Trump, because all they've been is a reckless rubber stamp for Donald Trump's extreme agenda. Thanks. Back.
Thank you, Mr. So Musk and his company's involvement with the government kind of precedes this administration, will likely continue on after this administration. But yesterday we saw how some of that personal tension seemed to put in jeopardy at least some of that partnership, with Musk floating the idea of suspending the Dragon, for instance, the rocket, and the contracts there. It seems to be waffling on that. What would be your expectation for how the government interacts with a captive industry like Musk? Not just this administration, but going forward.
I have no specific observation as it relates to Elon Musk's situation right now relative to the threats that are being made by his former ally, Donald Trump, who he helped put into the White House and who might not be the president of the United States, as Elon Musk pointed out, without the hundreds of millions of dollars spent to elect Donald Trump in battleground states across America. That will all have to play itself out, though it's fair to say Donald Trump would likely not be the president of the United States of America right now without Elon Musk. With respect to how we deal with anyone's business dealings with any administration, including this one, we've got to make sure that the federal government is effective, is efficient, and is equitable. And that's not what we're seeing from the Trump administration right now.